Welcome back to another video. Now in this video I'm going to be talking about fair value gaps and how you are going to use fair value gaps to be able to read ICT's price action and ultimately know where the price action is going to go, even if there is no bias. Okay, so let's say there is absolutely no bias for the day and you still want to be able to take a trade in a certain direction. The way you're going to do that is just by using fair value gaps by itself. Now, it's a bit more than just using fair value gaps. It's using something called inversion fair value gaps. Now, if you don't know what an inversion fair value gap is, then all an inverse fair value gap is when you have a normal fair value gap. Let's say we have our normal fair value gap right here, as you can see. Now all the inversion fair value gap is just when this fair value gap is close to below. So right there it is turned into an inversion fair value gap, and then you would want price to keep going in that direction. Whereas a normal fair value gap, let's say we have this bullish fair value gap right here. In a normal situation, we would just want price action to fill this fair value gap and just keep going up to the upside. Now, I trade live in my Discord every single day for completely free. So if you do want to join my Discord, make sure you click the first link in my description or the second link, and then the other link is actually a link to my trading course where I teach my 80% winning strategy. So yeah, if you're interested in that, make sure you join the links below. But let's head straight into this video on how we are going to read price action just by using fair value gaps. Now, let's go to today's price action that just happened today, and we actually managed to catch a beautiful trade. So, as you can see, if we just mark up this chart right now, we have a 5-minute bearish fair value gap right here. We have a 5-minute bullish fair value gap here, but as you can see, this 5-minute bullish fair value gap we have right here, yeah. But as well as this 5-minute bullish fair value gap, we also have a 2-minute fair value gap that makes the 5-minute a bit bigger. So we are only going to be focusing on this 2-minute fair value gap, and as you can see from this price action right here, we are very just chopping around. Okay, we do have this 2-minute bullish fair value gap right here as well, but this is kind of irrelevant as we have this 2-minute bullish fair value gap down here. So we don't really have to worry about this fair value gap here, because even if this is inverse, we would still have to have this 2-minute fair value gap inverse for us to go down or up. So you might be wondering, okay, if we are in this situation, what would we do? Now, what I would first do is mark out some liquidity. So here we have buy side liquidity sitting up here, and then I just delete that. So up here we have buy side liquidity, and then down here we have some sell side liquidity. So as you can see, price action right now is not very clean at all. We are taking some sell side liquidity here, then we are taking some buy side liquidity here, and now we are kind of just chopping around. Price action is not good at all. So you might be wondering, okay, how would you trade this price action? If you was looking at this chart right now, what would you do? And it is pretty simple, because you have this higher time frame fair value gaps. So as I said, I've traded live on the Discord today, so yes, I'm saying everything in hindsight, but the trade I actually took, I took it on the Discord for free. So let's look at this. So we have this 5-minute bearish fair value gap right here, yeah. So you might be wondering, okay, why is this so important, and why are we looking at this fair value gap? Now, the reason why this is so important is because this is the only fair value gap that we have up until up here. So we have a 5-minute fair value gap, then we have a Then we have a 20-point range until the next fair value gap, and then we also have buy side liquidity in between that. So what I'm trying to say is this fair value gap is really the only fair value gap that is holding us down right now. If we inverse this 5-minute fair value gap, then we could easily pump up at least to this buy side and maybe even higher into this fair value gap. But then at the same time, what could also happen is we could inverse this fair value gap down here, and then that could take us to that sell side, and then that could ultimately take us to this sell side down here, which on a 4-hour time frame is just this sell side liquidity that is resting down there. Okay, so all I would do in this situation is just wait for the price action to inverse one of these fair value gaps. So we play price action out, price action comes down, but it still holds this 2-minute and 5-minute bullish fair value gap. We play price again, it still holds its fair value gap. It doesn't take out any sell side liquidity. It takes out some internal sell side liquidity that was resting there and there, but we didn't take out our main sell side liquidity. And as well as that, as you can see right now, what has the price action came up and done? So the price action has came up and it has actually inversed this 5-minute bearish fair value gap. As you can see, that 5-minute bearish fair value gap has been inversed here. So what would we do? You can now you could enter a long position targeting buy side liquidity. Your stop loss if you get a candle close back below this 5-minute fair value gap, or what you could do is wait for a bit of a pullback, which is what I done today. I waited for a pullback, boom, we got our pullback, we entered into the position on the pullback, our stop loss was below this low, and then our take profit was just buy side liquidity. But as you can see, the price came up and reached into this bearish fair value gap that I was talking about. Okay, so when you have some really choppy price action on the 2-minute or the 1-minute chart, of course, all you're going to want to do is just be patient, mark out higher time frame fair value gaps, and wait for those fair value gaps to be disrespected or filled. Okay, because look, as you can see right now, we have, look at this price action here. You just cannot trade this price action. I know so many of you probably lost money today or tried to trade this price action when you just can't at all. You have to be patient. You have to just look at the higher time frame. And as today as well, we did not have any higher time frame bias at all. We didn't have any clear liquidity. Therefore, you just have to be patient, wait for higher time frame confirmation, and then go from there. So yeah, I hope this video was helpful. Remember, I trade live every single day completely for free. So if you are struggling with trading or you want to learn some new methods, I trade live for free in my Discord every single day. I have over an 80% win rate in the live streams. I don't really tell you when to trade. I'll tell you when not to trade more. But I won't tell you when to enter trades. It's more of an educational Discord than a signal calling Discord, but I will give you the odd call when I am entering into a trade. Okay, so yeah, I hope this video was useful. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.